In my opinion, I'll bring scientific books that prove from science, Herman and Plotus and other books that I've got, that confirm that women in hotter climates, like North Africa, like Sub-Saharan Africa, like Asia, reach the age of menstruation, because that's the criteria now. Because in certain countries, Spain, the legal requirement for sex was 13. They only increased it to 16 recently. You go to the Far East and the age of consent is different, because they have different understanding. No, don't record it, don't record it, don't record it, don't record it, don't record it.
Only for my own use. I'm not recording it.
So, if you want to use that and say, what's your criteria then? Because we're going to go to science now. We're going to revert back to what the scientists say. Not your opinion and not my opinion. It's what the scientists say. So now let's ask you a question now. 9-year-old, the problem. What age is the age of consent? Or what age is appropriate for a woman or a girl to have sex consensually?
Before I answer that question, right? I would even say that there's a lot of hadith scholars also
I'm not asking that. I'm not asking that.
I'm answering your...
I'm going to cut you off. Leave the hadith. I didn't mention the hadith. I just mentioned science.
Yeah,
so now I ask you, leave the hadith science. No.
And this is answering the science question.
Not hadith science, not hadith.
No, this is answering your question, right? Okay? Because there is another...
another bag. Have you got the other one?
Yeah,
you're basically saying that when a woman, also when a girl reaches the age of puberty, i.e. when she menstruates, right, it is now, halal for them to actually engage.
I didn't mention the halal.
Okay, well, it could be permissible for them to engage in
sexual development, menstruation, and as I said, in hotter climates, and I'll prove this to you as well. But then the day, like I said, I'm having a discussion. You could disagree. That's entirely up to you. What I'm saying is the age, or the common denominator, is that for a woman to have sex with a man, first of all, has to reach the age of puberty. Do we agree or not?
Okay. So now I'm going to quickly...
I'm talking about legal sex.
So can I just quickly say this, right? Now, even hadith scholars, right, have said that Aisha hadn't reached the age of puberty. She hadn't already menstruated. Okay. If you go into Ibn Hajar's Fath al-Bar, it says that she hadn't reached the age of puberty yet. You have others. Sorry.
You got it.
Sorry.
You got it.
Yep. You got also. Ibn Hajar is narrating from Al-Khattabi, right?
Listen, we'll get to this. What I'm asking you now.
So I'm just showing you.
I'm going to get to that.
Okay, go
but let's ask the question now, because I want to ask you your principles in terms of sexual consent and the age of, because I just remember the social climate at the time in Semitic and biblical cultures.
That's false, but you continue.
Okay, we could disagree if you agree with me. Obviously, I'll bring professors, like I just said to you. Who's the criteria? The professors, not leave the European who are hated, but I'm going to bring you 21st century professors who know their stuff, who have studied, who are not even Muslims. So there's no natural bias towards us, and they will present academic research confirming, and the professors, I'll give you the universities they study at, confirming that what the Prophet ﷺ did. And now I'm going off topic. I'm asking you now directly. It's either an age or what you feel, rather than say hadith and all of this. I'm not asking about Aisha now. So in your I'm sorry, I cut you off. In your estimation, the age of consent for sex, consent, key word now, not sex generally, the age of consent when a woman reaches the age of puberty and also reaches age of sexual development and maturity, what age is that according to you?
So there isn't an age, like a unanimous age, that because every woman or every person is an individual, right? No, everybody matures
depending on climate as well.
No, there's a lot to do with.
Well, the scientists, I'll bring that anyway. You're bringing from your opinion. You bring something.
There's a lot to do with it. On my show, on this particular topic, I actually discuss.
Don't put it on. Don't put it on. We don't want giving him any attention. Don't put this on the internet.
So, on there, I discussed, in terms of the menarche, right? What are the factors that actually influences or impacts upon a girl's menarche, right? Climate, little bit, right? The major thing is the intake of calorie and the actual nutrients.
Where are you basing this from?
There was the research on my channel. It's academic pages.
I only deal with books.
Okay, so
don't give me a link. Look, you put in there. Sorry to cut you off. Why I say this is because you say this. It all sounds well. But I'm going to present you 1935 and post scientific books that when you say it doesn't really mean climate, I'm going to prove you otherwise. So you know more than the scientists. I'm just saying I'll bring it. So I deal with books, mate. Don't give me PDFs and don't give me Word documents.
Brother,
I want to see books.
Brother, no problem. I'll say the same thing to you, right? But if I'm providing you academic journals, right? This is accepted inside of academia, right? It's accepted. So if I can show you academic journals that shows you that there are different factors that actually impact upon a girl's menarche, right? And one of those things, as I said before, is calorie intake, it's nutrients, it's the amount of actual physical activity that she does, and the climate has very little to do with it.
According to
right?
who?
I'll have to bring you the studies. I'll have to bring you the studies. Okay. So all this is actually, or some of it was actually presented on my channel already. So
like
if you
I
want to go on there,
your shoulder too long, man.
No problem. But if you actually did want it to go on there to actually view it, my references, it's all there. I always show my references. It is on the second video I did on the age of Aisha, debunking the age of Aisha, something to do with the
climate has little to do with it, but it has something to do with it.
It definitely does. Definitely does.
That's fine. I don't think you agree with me. So bearing that in mind,
yep.
you know, having, and again, we you know, insult the Prophet by saying that he married a 9-year-old.
Yep.
So now, it's on camera. Don't put this up. At the end of the day, I don't want any more publicity. I'm just having a natural discussion. The cameras came later, and you could agree to that as well. I said the private discussion. So your premise now and your conclusion, based on what you just mentioned, because you've done a 3-hour show, man. I ain't gonna watch it. So I'm just gonna say it to your face now.
It's about 2 hours though.
No, 2 hours, and you've went into listen. I'm saying have an opinion.
Okay.
Have an opinion. That's fine. And then to say we insulted the Prophet and we were accusing of paedophilia, then now say, and you've got this for your record, Ali radiallahu anhu is a paedophile, please.
Okay.
He married a 9-year-old and Fatima radiallahu anha gave birth at 10. He's a paedophile. Say it now.
Okay. So
Ali's a paedophile, yes or no? He married her at 9. And I'll prove it.
Can I talk to you?
No, I want a yes or no.
Can I talk to you? Can I talk to you?
Go on.
So as far as I've seen, okay, and I've actually researched this topic. For example, if we go into the tabakat of Ibn Sa'd, okay.
No, that's can
I talk to you?
I'm gonna cut you off.
Okay.
No, I'm not
allowing me to talk.
I did not mention Kalam. I just said Ali historical content. No, because I'm not.
Okay, you're having a discussion with the person. Openly, 1 minute. You're having a discussion with the person who said certain things about Aisha, and you don't want to record his reply.
No, what I'm saying is I don't want him to give him any more publicity than he's already got. Do you understand what I mean? That's what his record. Yeah,
okay,
if you want to put it up, put it up. What I'm saying to you now, here and now, forget going.
Can you let me talk?
No, I'm going to ask you a question.
It's like you're dominating the conversation.
I
want to reply. Can I reply in my own manner?
Ali radiallahu anhu, factually proven. I haven't got it with me, but I'll bring it to you. From there. From there. No, listen.
No problem. I understand that. I understand that. But let me finish because you would hear my point.
I know. But let me make my point.
And then you would hear what I'm saying.
I weren't clear.
I'm even going to agree with you.
Okay, that's fine.
So just let me agree with you.
When you get to that, that's fine. I'll keep quiet.
Okay.
I'm asking you now. You say we saw that, and you've done research. You did 3-hour research. So I'll present to you now from Shia sources. From Shia sources, more than one. Fatima radiallahu anha was 9 years old when she married Ali radiallahu anhu. So then you're now saying, first of all, Ali's a paedophile because she gave birth to Hassan at 10. Secondly, you're insulting the Shia by saying the Prophet would give his daughter at 9 years old to Ali radiallahu anhu. Now I'll prove this, now I'll bring it. What I'm saying to you now, say here and now, if you disagree, just say you disagree. Ali radiallahu anhu is a paedophile who, according to your understanding, and the Shia who hold this view, like the Shia, I didn't say you, who the Shia who hold this view, because they do, because I'm going to bring Sistani, I'm going to bring Khoi, don't worry about it. It's coming. Is Ali radiallahu anhu, according to the Shia,
according to you and Shia,
not you, according to the Shia, when Ali married Fatima at 9 years old and she gave birth to Hassan at 10, according to their sources, and therefore is he a paedophile? Yes or no?
So now I'm gonna ask you. Do I have to answer? Right?
Yeah, brother.
Alright. So now, as far as I actually know and I'm aware of, right, and I actually do a lot of investigations, a lot of research, right. The fact that I've actually come up to the conclusion by reading certain tabakats, by reading certain Islamic literature, that Ali actually, married Fatima at the age of 18. Okay.
I'll debunk that.
Okay. No, I'm telling you about the sources that I've read. Okay.
Have you read the sources?
Can I finish? Right. So now I don't know about this thing in terms of literature-wise of Ali. Can I finish? Right. Can I finish? Let me finish. Right?
Go.
I haven't read yet about the 9-year-old, the 9-year-old in the Shia books, right? I have heard of a Sunni. I have heard of a Sunnis actually making the claim that Fatima was married at the age of 9 years old, and I find that particularly abhorrent, right? And I would actually condemn those particular narrations in Shia books. If that's inside of Shia books, I will condemn it openly.
Can I just meet you because it's just going on?
Go ahead.
And then you can carry on.